Greetings, my dear friends, and happiest, blessed new year to all of you. This is Carrie Konyha at holisticspsychic.com in Sedona, Arizona. Just coming on to share some insights around the energies shaping up for this first month of the year. We're going to take a look at the main transits astrologically that are happening in January. The collective theme for 2024 is definitely centered around the collective evolution, collective awakening, with Pluto going into Aquarius this year and remaining in Aquarius for 9 months of the year. This is really activating that energy of collective evolution. And that energy is bringing us all into more of an awareness around what our bigger picture ambitions are. Not necessarily our ambitions around what we're manifesting, but the ambitions around who we want to be as a person, ambitions around our own inner development and growing and blossoming into our higher frequency aspects of ourselves. And so with that, I want to say just overall that the astrological energy that's shaping up around January really is supporting that. I want to back up a few days and talk about the things that are happening these last few days of December in preparation for moving into January. Namely, Chiron just went direct in Aries the day after Christmas. Chiron being an asteroid that is connected to our core wounds. And it's been in Aries retrograde since this past summer, and now it's direct. Aries is all about our exuberant self-identity, self-expression. It brings in renewed motivation and ambition, but more importantly than anything else, I think, it brings us into the new year with a feeling of having achieved a level of healing so that we can actually be in our whole, healed, integrated self, and we can move into the energy from that space. So I definitely encourage and invite you all to do something ceremonially for yourself to help you to shift into the energy in the new year as the healed, whole aspect of yourself. The other thing that is just happening is we have Jupiter going direct on the 30th and the 31st in the sign of Taurus. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, good fortune, opportunities, prosperity, abundance, and growth. In Taurus, being an earth sign, that does definitely support us all collectively in our manifestation intentions regarding the earthly physical plane of what we're intending on manifesting. It definitely can bring in opportunistic energy regarding financial endeavors, our financial growth goals, and how we make money. Mercury is going direct on January 1st. It's still in Sagittarius. It moves into Capricorn on January 13th, but we also have Venus going into Sagittarius on December 29th, so that just happened as well. So we have like 3 things going direct: Chiron, Jupiter, Mercury. Venus in Sagittarius, it brings in a really adventurous spirit type of energy, especially with matters having to do with love, how we relate with others, our self-love, relationships with other people. We want to share the energy of beauty and light and upliftment and harmony and goodness with our loved ones. This is also, this first month of the year is a really good time to get outside of the box, change things up, do some new or unique things that are not typically a part of your everyday routine or schedule. That's definitely emphasized as well. And it's a good practice in getting fresh energy circulating in your life. With Mercury coming direct on January 1st, that definitely is supporting us all in getting a little bit more mentally focused on whatever our growth goals are for 2024. And then once Mercury goes into Capricorn on January 13th, that's when we're going to start feeling more ready to be focused on growth goals that are more business oriented, career oriented, or long-term goal oriented. Two huge things that we have coming up in January. On January 20th, which is also the first day of Aquarius season, Pluto goes into Aquarius after being in Capricorn since 2008. Now, it did dip into Aquarius briefly in this past year for a short period of time, which was our first little activation of that energy. And now Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for the majority of this year, with an exception of a short retrograde that happens this fall. I'm going to make a separate video about the details of Pluto going into Aquarius, but I'm going to say here that this energy is bringing us collectively all into that spirit of collective evolution. It's about we rather than me, collaborative efforts that are supporting the greater good of humanity. I believe over the next many years, we're going to see a lot more efforts in the direction of healthy, green, non-toxic, unity-oriented, helpful, collaborative, let's all help each other out type of energy. And that's starting now. And that can be within your own little sphere of influence. How can you extend your energy, your gifts, talents, and abilities to elevate and support the growth of your personal community? I'm going to skip forward here and talk about the fact that on January 26th, and this is a big one, Uranus goes direct in Taurus. Uranus is the planet of unexpected change. It's the planet that supports us in really tapping into higher mind, higher guidance. And in Taurus, being an earth sign again, that supports us in manifestation energy. So because of that, and because Uranus is the planet of unexpected change and opportunity, we may find that as it's going direct, there's a significant occurrence of out with the old and in with the new. A lot of us in 2023 have experienced deeply transformative times that we're still in the throes of the last little threads of unraveling with. And Uranus going direct in Taurus is certainly going to support that shift. Whatever last little threads that you're still feeling energetically connected to that have been things that you've been working towards bringing to completion or closure, the end of January, again, January 26th is when Uranus goes direct in Taurus. That could be a significant time where you do feel that completion that you've been striving for. You are completely ready to move on. You're ready to get new footing, new grounding on a new path for yourself, not only for this year, but this is also like the seeds of establishing pathways for the next many years ahead. Now, especially regarding the Pluto moving into Aquarius, I would definitely recommend that you take a look at your chart, look to see where the Capricorn section is, because that's where Pluto has been for you since 2008. And now that it's moving into Aquarius, there's going to be some type of theme around taking all that you have cultivated personally during the time that Pluto was in Capricorn, and now bringing it to the next phase of evolution as it goes into the next sign and the next house in your chart. As an example for me, Pluto in Capricorn has been in my 10th house, which is where my sun is, since 2008. So that's been impacting the way that I do my work and my long-term goals. I have experienced this as really honing my skills in the work that I do. And now it's going into my 11th house of Aquarius, which means I'm finding new ways to bring my work to the world. And in a very Aquarian way, I certainly have been doing that and am continuing to do that through offering many of my courses online from this point forward. I just finished doing a 12-week Empowering Intuition Master Course Apprenticeship, and in the coming year I'm going to be offering the Art of Reading Tarot course and the Art of Psychic Reading, in addition to many workshops as well. So we've got the first new moon of the year happening in the sign of Capricorn on January 11th, and that's going to be your very best time for setting your intentions really for the entire year ahead. Again, this is a day where you could do a ceremonial new moon intention setting type of thing, and then the first full moon of the year is going to be in Leo on January 25th. So as we're coming into this year, there's a dominance of earth and fire element, which boosts our enthusiasm around what we want to create, experience, and manifest in the tangible world of form. The mode that is most emphasized as we're coming into January 1st is mutable, which is changeable and flexible energy. So again, this is supporting us all collectively in an ease of shifting our focus. One last thing I want to say here before we wrap this up. As we're coming into January 1st, we have two grand trines between the moon and the sun, and Uranus is one of the trines, and then the moon and the sun and Jupiter. This is an Earth grand trine. Earth grand trines are positive, beneficial energies that support us in any earthly related ambition, energy, or goal. So manifestation energy. And this can have to do with your physical environment, your physical health and well-being, establishing the foundational, fundamental structure support to build upon in the coming year. With the sun and the moon being in these trines, it's supporting us in taking a balanced approach between our mental awareness and our intuition. And then with Jupiter and Uranus being in that grand trine energy, that again is supporting growth in ways that more than likely are going to include unexpected opportunity. So as you're seeing these things show up for yourself in the month of January, definitely stop back here and share your experience in the comments in regard to how this is showing up for you. I also invite you to ask any questions that you might have about all of this below, and I'm happy to respond. For those of you who have not reached out yet to book your 2024 Life Path reading with me, there's still time to do that. Simply reach out through my website. Again, the Life Path reading includes a psychic reading of your energy field. It's channeling higher guidance, and then I'm blending that with a deep look at your natal chart and your 2024 transits that are illuminating and activating your chart so that you get your own unique roadmap, blueprint, and strategy for moving forward into the year. And then I blend that with insights from the tarot as well. So simply reach out. It's best to get your life path reading in January or February if you can, so that you have the energy to bring into the year ahead with you. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. This is just touching the bases of all of this amazing energy that we have showing up for us in January. It's definitely a very opportunistic time for us all to get a great foot into the new year. Again, I'll be coming on with some more detailed updates around the new moon and the full moon as well. All my love, blessings, Happy New Year to all of you. Namaste, and I'll see you in the next video.